what a fantastic summer we're having. Some record-breaking temperatures, massive heat wave going on all over England, the UK, and it's been extremely hot. It's also been a great time for the solar. The solar panels on top of the shed have been really enjoying it. Excuse the massive amount of black bags in front of the shed. I was given a load of firewood and I'm not going to say no to that. I've been making good use of the sun to charge up my power stations, and I've been using them to run things like the microwave inside. And bear with me, all I'm trying to do is knock some money off the electric bill because I'm getting free electricity at the moment, and a lot of it. This particular power station here, it was the one I got back off DJI, replacing the one that went faulty, and I haven't done a video on that yet. And as I've already mentioned, we've been having some fantastic weather, a massive heat wave which started a few weeks back, just when I was looking after my friend's rather large recording and rehearsal studio while he was away. And once you've looked after the bands and set all the rooms up and got the gear there and done all the meet and greets, there's a little bit of hanging around involved until closing time when you lock everywhere up. And I was using this time to watch videos, you know, educate myself, learn stuff. Not those type of videos, you filthy minded person. So as I said, I spent a lot of time watching videos, and it soon became apparent there was a couple of boobs, rather large ones, and this involved the screen. Hang on, no, I better rephrase that. While I was watching all these videos, I realised that there was a problem. My phone just was losing power all the time, so I took some of these power stations, little power banks you can get, and that's when it became apparent that I had a bit of a problem. The ones I had were just maintaining the current charge. I was maybe getting an extra 1%. So say if I was at 50%, while I was watching the video, I was lucky if I got 51%, 52% maybe. There just wasn't enough bang coming out of these power banks to keep everything topped up. Like most people, I've got these power banks, they're very handy, especially in the winter when you're out and about, or in general when you're out and about. So I've got this one. This is a 10,000 milliamp hour one by Goodman's. I got that from B&M. I think that was about 12-15 quid. I got this one from eBay, and it's a Romos, and that's a 10,000 milliamp hour one as well. And the problem with these two ones was they were just given a charge. That was all, you know. It was just keeping things running along. It wasn't actually putting a lot of charge into the phone while I was watching these educational videos. And then I had this one, which I got from Home Bargains about a year or two ago, and this was only 10 quid. And I bought this one because it was 20,000 milliamp hour, and this one I realised had a rapid charge or a turbo charge on it. And now that enabled me to watch these educational videos and also put some charge into the phone. And then it got me thinking, yeah, I need to maybe upgrade my power bank situation. And so I got looking around on the Tinterweb and having a think about a few things and watching some more educational videos on YouTube about power banks, if you don't mind. So I decided to buy this. And it's no particular brand, it just says power bank. Let's have a look at it. This is it. It's got its own solar panel on the front, and this is 50,000 milliamp hour. It's 120 watts. Nice carry handle. It's got some built-in cables, charging, and they probably won't last, and you can unplug them and just put normal cables in. It's got loads of connections on the top, and yeah, I thought this would be much better because I've been charging my power banks off the mains. I could charge them off one of my power stations, but I thought, with all this sunshine around, charge them up for free. So hence I got this one with a solar panel. And the only thing about this one was that there's no brand with this. I will leave a link in the description if you're interested in buying it, because this only cost me just under 14 quid. And I thought that was an absolute bargain. And I've been using this for a couple of weeks now. And yeah, I do think it maybe is actually 50,000 milliamp hour. You just turn it on, it's dead easy to operate. These numbers show you how much charge is in it. It's 100% at the moment. You can charge it up Type C, micro USB or lightning cable if you're into backward stuff like Apple. And then it's also double click, it's got a light on it, and that's the highest and that's the lowest setting, and then it's got all those weird SOS things and that nobody ever uses, and well, maybe they do if they're in trouble. So yeah, I thought that was a right bargain, and it was great having a solar panel on it. The only thing that got me about this was all the outputs, apart from the built-in cables, were USB-A. And I thought, yeah. Oh, and every one of these outputs is a rapid charger. So you got 4, 5, 6 rapid chargers. And that's when I went back on Temu and got a pack of these USB adapters. And there's 8 in the packet. These are USB-A to Type-C. So I'll plonk one in there. And let me put the other one in. One in there. And then I've got 3 Type-C connections on this and 2 Type-A's. And I bought these adapters because it's a bit of a pain looking for all your cables sometimes. So I've got all sorts, Type-C to micro, micro to Type-C, USB-A to Type-C, and they come in very handy. And the pack of them, and I'll leave a link for them as well, was £1.98 for 8 adapters, and that's brilliant. And then I started thinking, what a shame that I can't charge me other power banks up with a solar panel. You know, we've got all this lovely sunny weather, it's the summertime, be charging them up for free. So I went back on Temu again and I bought myself one of these. And I like this because it's handy. It's just like a little book, but it folds out into a 5-panel solar panel, and this is apparently 80 watts. And I'm going to get a device to measure these things to see if they are what they claim them to be, but this has been working great. I've been using this for over a week now, and I've successfully charged all my power banks, and right from 0 up to 100%. It can take 2 or 3 days, depending on how quickly you can get the panel out into the sun and where you position it, of course. Let's go and have a look how it works. Now, there's nothing fancy or complicated about this solar panel. It's just dead simple. Let me show you. Now, on the back of the panel there's this little box, and it has a USB-A connector there, and as soon as it detects sunlight like it is doing now, see that? The little LED lights up on the back. And I'm going to take this 20,000 milliamp hour Pifco power bank that I got that needs fully charging at the moment, and we'll connect that and see how it goes. So I've got the solar panel pointed at the sun, which is going down now. It's about 6:30, getting on for 7 o'clock in the evening, and behind it, sheltering from the rays of the sun, because it's not a good idea to leave batteries in direct sunlight, we have the Pifco 20,000 milliamp hour power bank connected to the solar panel using USB-A. And if we can get in here, can we see it charging? There we go, it's charging. And as usual, I'm really happy with all my Temu purchases, and now I think I'm really making good use of all these power banks I've got lying around. I'm charging them up for free. It's not costing me a penny, the sun's doing it for me. I'm not plugging them into the mains to charge them up, and I'm using them once they're fully charged to charge my phone, tablets, other devices, all free of charge without using mains electricity. I can get back to watching some more educational videos just to keep abreast of things. Let's have a look at it. Where is it? It is. And I'm using that to charge up my other devices and run my other devices free of charge without using mains electric. It's all done off the solar. And there's a bloody plane flying over. What a bastard.